Hello friends, as I have discussed about the menstrual cycle in the last video, I'm gonna discuss about in this video about the development of the ovaries and development of the sexual organs. So let's start. As we know that there is the after the fertilization there is the development of the embryo. Suppose this is the embryo, and we have seen the uh, a sac-like structure that is called the yolk sac, and this yolk sac is underlined by the endodermal cells, and from these endodermal cells there is the development of the primordial germ cells, which later on develop into the uh, Graafian follicles. So from this yolk sac the endodermal cells move to the embryo's body. The primordial germ cells develops from the endoderm in the wall of the yolk sac, and then they migrate along the dorsal mesentery of the hindgut to reach the gonadal ridge. As we know that I'm telling over here that the cells move behind the hindgut. As we know that our GIT system develops from the foregut, midgut, and hindgut. So these cells moves behind the hindgut to reach the gonadal ridge and undergo the mitotic division over there. So in this picture, I am showing you that these are the primordial cells from the yolk sac, and later on they goes the dorsal area of the hindgut. This is the hindgut, and reach the genital ridge, from where the various sexual organs develop in the males and females, that I will discuss later on. So as I was telling you that when they reach over the gonadal region, they undergo the mitotic division. This question is important in the MCQs. The question is asked about that where the mitotic division or the meiotic division has taken place during the development of the Graafian follicles. So undergoes a mitotic division, and there they form the 6 to 7 millions of primary oocytes up to the 20th week of the intrauterine life. Then in the there up to the 20th week they undergoes the meiotic division and progress up to the first meiotic division and arrest over there. See there once again the meiotic division is happening. In the upper part I was saying the mitotic division. Here the meiotic division is occurring, and then there is the arrest, and they arrest up to the prophase stage. The question this MCQ is again important, that they in which stage they are arrested, the prophase, and then they reduce as soon as the embryo progresses toward the term. These cells reduces in number, and they remains up to 2 to 4 millions. From 6 to 7 millions they reduce to 2 to 4 millions oocytes at the time of the birth, and later on up to the menarche there are only about 4 lakh cells up to the menarche, and out of these 4 lakhs about 2 to 400 cells in the whole life of a female gets matured for the fertilization. So in this we have discussed about that how the gonads the ovaries has developed in the females, and the follicles had developed in the females. So now we will discuss that after the menarche there is the maturation of the follicle start under the various hormones like follicle stimulating hormones that activates the ovaries for the development of the primordial follicles. So one of the cells get larger in size than as compared to the other cells, and there is the development of the cells around it. So this situation or this condition is called the or the stage is called the primordial cells. Later on the as the cell days grows, like there is the firstly come the follicle stimulating hormone that stimulate the ovaries for the development of the primordial follicles, and also helps in the rise of the estrogen hormone in the females, and up to 8 to 9 days about, and around this days there is the rise of the luteinizing hormone. The luteinizing hormone also helps in the development of the Graafian follicle. So the cell got matured, and there comes the mainly the role of luteinizing hormone helps in the progesterone. So the main role comes to estrogen and progesterone. What happens, the Graafian, the primary follicle starts growing in the size. Its size reaches about 1.5 to 2 centimeter, which is the largest cell. We call that is the ova is the largest cell of the human body. The question is asked about this, and this Graafian follicle, this is the ovum inside, and the cells outside the primordial cells, they grow, and there is the development of the cavity in this, which is called antrum. The cells which is surrounding the ova is called the theca interna, and the cell this which attaches the outer cells with the ovum is called the theca interna. And these theca externa cells, interna and externa cells, are also release the estrogen and progesterone. These cells also releases the estrogen and progesterone, which helps the maturation of the follicle. And as we know, this is the ovary, and this is the fallopian tube, and these are called the fimbriae. So one of the cells grows larger as compared to the others, which is called the mature Graafian follicle, and around the 14th day it stalked out from the ovary like this. So then releases into the one of the fimbriae of the ampulla, and goes for the fertilization. And the rest part, as I have already told in the last video, that the rest of the part becomes the corpus luteum. And if the fertilization takes place, this corpus luteum remains over there about the 3 to 4 months, and later on the placenta takes place, the part of this one. So in this video we will see that how the oogenesis takes place. What happens, as I have already told, that there is the development of the primary oocytes, and these are the primary oocytes starts up to the 20th week of the intrauterine life, where their number was 6 to 7 millions, and later on it reduces, and at the menarche their number remains about 4 lakhs, and they are arrested up to the first meiotic division, that is the prophase. And then the maturation of the Graafian follicles occurs when the menarche setups, and then the first meiotic division occurs. When this meiotic division takes place, there is the release of one of the polar bodies. As we have seen that there were 46 and 46 number of chromosomes. So due to the first meiotic division, there takes place the secondary oocytes, the chromosomal number divides, then develops the secondary oocyte and the first polar body released. So this question is asked that when the first polar body is released, so after the maturation of the Graafian follicle and the completion of the meiotic division, the secondary oocyte develops and the first polar body released. So when the secondary oocyte develops, this is called ovulation. If it is not fertilized, it got degenerated. If got fertilized, then there is the second meiotic division. So the first meiotic division occurs before the secondary development of secondary oocyte and the first release of polar body, and the second meiotic division occurs after the fertilization, from which the second polar body releases, and the female pronucleus releases over there. So this was for the today, that when the first polar body released and the second polar body released, what kind of cells, what kind of no answer, what kind of cells or divisions takes place in the oogenesis. Thank you so much.